Ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, sitting in the corner to my left, hailing from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, weighing in at 196 pounds, remarkable Ryan Rembrandt! And his opponent, sitting in the corner to my right, hailing from the slums of Antarctica, weighing in at 185 pounds, the drip god, Roma Miller!
Hi, everybody, and welcome into Championship Wrestling, and we are underway. I am Michael St. John, welcoming Stephen Michaels as my associate as we call the action tonight, and we start out with an opening match, Ryan Rembrandt against Roma Miller. And welcome in, Stephen. Good to have you with us.
You know, it's weird to be on this side of the commentary table, but we're going to make the most of it, you know.
Well, I know you've got a wrist that is all wrapped up there, and I know you're not eligible yet because the doctor says not yet, but I know you're coming along pretty well.
Yeah. It turns out that if you go head on with another vehicle, you're going to lose. So, you know, lesson learned, and thankfully the worst that happened was a broken wrist, but
hey, you're blessed. What can I say?
Yeah, we'll take it.
In the ring today, we have two young competitors in Ryan Rembrandt and Roma Miller. Roma, it was interesting. I had to chuckle because I've done this for many, many years, and I've never heard anybody announced from the slums of Antarctica. And I'm wondering, how do you survive that?
Well, he's from there because nobody will put up with him anywhere else. So he kind of has to find a place where there's nobody around. Roma he's hard to be around, let's just say that.
And a nice hip toss and takedown by Ryan Rembrandt that time. Now here on Championship Wrestling, you get a lot of the, as people refer to it as old school, it's plain old NWA wrestling action. You're not going to see a lot of the theatrics. You're not going to see a lot of the circus high wire moves, but you're going to see wrestlers that are mano on mano and ready to compete. And this is sort of the tough guy division of professional wrestling these days.
Right. This is for the guys that are willing to get down on the ground, to pick a body part, to hurt a body part, to drive an elbow through the side of your head. This is as close to Fight Club as we're going to get.
Well, these two guys, of course, asking the crowd who is the stronger. Referee Nathan Earl is wanting them to tie it up and go after it, so there's going to be a test of strength here. Well, that's not a very good test of strength. That's called a low blow, literally.
Well, you know, I'll give the guy credit for this. He's miserable to be around, but he's not afraid to do what he has to get ahead.
Boy, he's throwing those punches. I mean, you can tell he's got some boxing training as well. He was throwing those punches quite well to the midsection of Ryan Rembrandt. Now coming out of the corner, knee lift to the midsection, and Ryan is writhing in pain. Boy, I'll tell you, that can break a rib in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to breathe when that happens, and if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Roma Miller continues the assault.
Couldn't tell, but it looked like he was trying to just foot on the chest, and I mean, even Roma has to know he wasn't going to win it, but that was just a little bit of insult to injury there.
Indeed. And he results to taking some shortcuts, but he also is wearing down his opponent, which has to be done in this type and style of wrestling, and about 3 hard shoulders to the midsection, and that will take a lot out of you.
Yeah, he's found a target. He is targeting that midsection, those ribs, because again, you can't breathe, you can't fight.
I thought he was going for a fireman's carry. Instead, he purchased his opponent, Ryan Rembrandt, into the corner, and now comes with that high slinging knee lift. And we are 5 minutes into this match, and Roma has really established himself as the aggressor and has done it quite well.
Yeah, he really the turning point was that we're going for the test of strength, but instead he kicked him in the stomach, and it's just been all Miller since then.
In fact, yes, turning the tide right there. Remember, the winners of these matches tonight will be entered into the chase for the championship, and we got that introduced before we came on here. But one thing about it is you have to win by pinfall or submission.
Yes.
Count out disqualification does not count, which goes back to the original rules of the National Wrestling Alliance that were established in 1948.
I will take your word for that because that's a little before my time, but it sounds right. It sounds right, so I believe it.
I feel like with you here, you make me feel younger, but I know I could be your grandfather. But
or maybe just a late bloomer father.
Oh, well, thank you for that compliment. I'm Michael St. John. That's Stephen Michaels, and we're giving you the call of this match. And,
there you go.
Oh, look at that. Rembrandt now settling in for that elbow, playing possum in the corner, raises that foot, and an incoming Miller gets caught. Flying body press. 1, 2, and a count of 2, and Miller snaps out from underneath. That was a beautiful flying body press there.
And you can tell he's grabbing the ribs because it was a great move, but it took it out of him too.
Indeed, goes for the cover after coming off that second rope. Remember, as part of the rules of the NWA, you cannot come off of the top rope.
Yes.
You can only come off the second or lower strand of rope in these matches.
Yeah, and I know for a lot of guys that would eliminate the majority of their offense. So I'm excited about watching some of these just to see how people adapt.
This way, Miller with a reversal. Now a savate kick to the side of the face, and Ryan is down. Rembrandt trying to recover, but Roma Miller right on top of him. I'll give Roma Miller credit where credit is due. A lot of energy in his approach to this match.
Yeah, he started out slow but once he got the advantage, he's pressing it.
2 count is all he got as Rembrandt kicks out at the last moment. Miller complaining to referee Nathan Earl that the count was slow. But again, this is a nice arena. We are at the Live Wire Arena in central northern Alabama, and a really nice arena built for boxing and wrestling. And
it's kind of a local landmark.
It is. It is. It's been around for a while. We're going to get a disqualification because Miller just sent his opponent over the top rope.
As a result of a disqualification, Ryan Rembrandt.
That goes right back to what we were just saying about having to change your strategy and stay away from habits. You know?
Well, the throw over the top rope is something that has become commonplace. It is very dangerous. And again, in the original...
You cannot throw your opponent over the top rope.
That is correct. So he's complaining that Ryan Rembrandt may have jumped, but he wasn't. He was propelled over.
I think he...
catapulted over.
Yeah, catapulted.
Once again, your winner, Ryan Rembrandt.
And there you have the official announcement from Cody Madden, and our first match is in the books, and it goes in the corner of Ryan Rembrandt on a disqualification.
Which is kind of sad for Ryan because disqualification doesn't help him advance towards the chase, and it's not even his fault. You know,
Indeed.
It's
more wrestling action coming your way next.